Good morning. Stuff. The stuff you have tells a story. It tells a story about you. It's not just the stuff you have, but it's also how you have it. Let me explain. Well, we'll just read. Matthew 5:21. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. To say, there your heart will be also, is to speak to an issue of identity. Like that your inner life, the directedness of your sense of self will be where what you treasure is. So if you treasure your house and for having it and for simply enjoying it and for status that it might bring you, well, then that's where your sense of identity, that's where your heart's going to be. And if it crumbles, if it burns to the ground, you're going to feel like all your hopes fell. If that happens with your car, if something bad happens to it, if something happens with your retirement fund, if something happens with your future expectation, then what happens is it tells us something about how you have it, which is another way of saying that it tells us something about your identity, actually. But let me share something with you from a book. It's a great book called Sharing Possessions by Luke Timothy Johnson. He says, the real difficulty regarding possessions lies in what they mean to us. The real mystery concerning possessions is how they relate to our sense of identity and worth as human beings. The real sense related to possessions has to do with the willful confusion of being and having. There's nothing wrong with having something. The problem is that we have a tendency as humans to let that which we have or that which we do not have come back and begin to identify us. We don't feel as good about ourselves because we don't have, or we do have, and we end up wanting more. We see and we covet, and all of a sudden our identity gets very wrapped up in possessions. Now, that's the danger of riches. It's not that they're inherently bad. It's that they're a siren song of identity, and you have to be aware of it so that you see through them. You can enjoy them, but insofar as they move the meter forward in God's kingdom, and they're tools that can be used for His glory. So don't mix up having and being. Be really careful there, and be honest with yourself, and be honest with the impulse of why you want more, right? For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Have a great day.